Let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about how the feeling is the secret to manifest a bigger penis. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Alright, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, tell some friends, and of course follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram. Snapchat, I'm YOUNGDAYGO. And that's right, in this video we're going to get more law of attraction type of techniques on you, and I want to, really explain how the feeling is the secret to having a huge piece of meat swinging at the knees. And that's what we're all about here in the BCC, the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective, where we help people manifest a bigger, thicker, wider, longer, stronger, and harder penis. And, help you manifest your best version, help you naturally raise testosterone, human growth hormone, make yourself the best you can be. And, without further ado, here we are talking about the feeling is the secret. Now, you might not have the experience of having that huge piece of meat swinging at the knees, and you intend on making it be the best that you can. And, how can you feel something that you haven't felt? Well, I'm going to give you some help real quick, and, these are some hacks that just came to my mind. I just got back from running my animals, and what it all comes down to is, what's in your mind is what you essentially feel. So, you got people with virtual reality, and you can see that you had your arm there, and then they take it away, and then it feels like you got, you're gonna flinch or whatever. I don't know exactly the example, but you know what I'm getting at. The thing is, where you feel, if you're in virtual reality, you might feel like a shark's gonna bite you in the cage. But there's something else about when they chop the fingers off of a hand, and it's not your hand that's there, it's somebody else's hand. Like when you're in a chair and you see it and your mind sees it, it makes you feel it. So with that type of analogy, what I can say is, put a huge piece of meat next to your meat. I know that might sound kind of why would you do that? But if it's something that's got to help you feel the physical feeling of having a weighted, piece of meat that's hanging, or, a bigger piece, I would feel that would help your mind, feel what it's like to have a huge piece of meat there. Because when you're going with, and the intention of manifesting, a huge penis, and, you haven't had that, to me it's more or less, the attitude of what you are. Because whatever you feel, whatever whatever is real to you is real to you. So there's no right or wrong way about what you would do if you had a big, a huge penis. You know what I mean? So you gotta see yourself, as who you are. If you manifested this big piece of meat tomorrow, how would you feel? What would you be doing? What would you be doing? More than likely, you're just going to keep going with who you are. Maybe you'd feel more confident. Whatever that is, just allow yourself to feel it now. And if you, like I said, if you can't feel the actual feeling of it, that's a quick hack, man. Just, putting the meat next to the meat. You might, if you get one of those foam rollers at the gym, anything that you're putting on that area, your mind will actually feel it, because you're going to go give a quick deep dive esoteric type of vibe real quick. And like I said yesterday, you are your own vibration. Write that down. You create your own magic, man, because I am magic. I believe in magic. You are magic. You're beautiful. And what it all comes down to is, if you're able to put something on your penis, the head is the part that gets stimulated, right? What you're feeling. If you're putting something on that, you'll feel that with something else. I put a huge foam roller on it. You can kind of and visualize having that huge piece of meat, slapping your face with it. Not to say that's what you want to do with the size that you're going after, but I mean, hey man, dream big, you know what I mean? If we're shooting for the moon, I'm gonna make my piece of meat hit it, man, you know what I mean? And what we're going with is when you're able to, you know, put something on that area and it feels like it's actually part of you, it helps you think that, you know, maybe at one point in time, you know, people are going to be using, like, maybe working out, and, you know, it's going to be an obsolete kind of thing. It's going to be like you're going to be able to order your own body, and maybe they're going to be able to transcend your mind into it, or be able to just, you know, put something onto you and you're going to be able to feel it. Because it's like, you know, I haven't felt like what a penis extender feels like. You know, they sell them at the sex shop for people that want to, you know, please their partner and they ain't got, you know, the extra length that they're looking for. But what I'm seeing, you know, I'm sure it would feel like that extra part of it would be part of you, just because it's connected to the root and it's going to be all who you are. Like I'm saying, man, like, you know, we're all from the stars, and what's in me is in you. And, you know, just looking at it from, you know, an optimistic point of view, we're saying that what you have could essentially, you know, be manifested through another type of body. You know what I mean? Because we are a light that's inside these, you know, these avatars, whatever you want to call them. And I know that we got the magic to make these things, you know, perform miracles and do things. But with modern science and how things are heading, who knows, man? Maybe there's going to be a new flow, and, you know, people that never worked out are going to be able to order a body like, you know, like an Arnold Schwarzenegger, like on Pluto Nash, if any of you guys seen it with Eddie Murphy. You know what I mean? It's an old movie. You know, it's not like Beverly Hills Cop. I don't know why I'm stuttering on the laugh today, but be as it may, man, if I could put a smile on your face, man, that's one of the things that I always intend to do, make you feel your best. And, you know, that's one of the most divine feelings you can have. When we're talking about Pluto Nash, like, they were like ordering it out of a catalog, and you were able to you know, you won't have to work out. You just get the body of your dreams, you know, through a machine, and that's that. And, you know, then one of the greatest, you know, was you know, breast expansion scene. If anybody's one of those type of fetish freaks, you know, I do some deep dives. I always like to share some of my, you know, darker side, and, you know, I like seeing, like, titties, you know, I like seeing breasts, you know, expand. You know what I mean? It's one of the things that makes me, you know, it's an exciting feeling to me. It's something I always loved. I always feel like I'm a giant. I always feel, you know, the inclination to have a huge piece of meat throbbing between my pegs and crushing the concrete beneath my feet, and being able to see, you know, a girl with huge curves expand is something that, you know, turns me on. So, but among a lot of other things, you know, it's not just all, you know, I feel like there's a lot of, you know, things that can actually turn you on. You know, sex is more than what, you know, what you've been told. You know, it's not just as simple as, you know, this is who you're supposed to like, this is what you're supposed to do. And a lot of people are modeling things, you know, unbeknownst to you. I mean, these are things like, all right, you know, a product of your environment. People, like, this is the person on the catalog, and this is what, you know, people are assuming is hot, and, like, this is what you got to feel is what is supposed to attract you. Not to say that it doesn't, but I feel that there's more ways that you can feel something if you get out of your own way. And that's kind of what the Wu Wei flow is. You know, it's like a Tao practice where you go with the path of least resistance. Something I put into practice daily, you know, and among other Tao practices, I do semen retention. Some of you call it no fap, where you know, but to me, use it or lose it. I do super edging, where I charge that piece, I get it throbbing to the pecs, and I make it my best, and I keep it growing and throbbing, and I'm pulling on the head, and I'm making that thing just expand and really fill up. And when I get to the point of I'm about to, you know, about to ejaculate, I take that and I send it into my body. And that's a practice that is, you know, Montauk Cheese, a sex expert from China. Preach him a lot on this channel. He'll tell you about, you know, you want to use the healing orgasm to, like, heal parts of your body. Like, he actually will send it into, you know, where it needs to go, like your liver, your kidneys. You can put it in, like me, I put it to where it needs to grow, man. So it's like I just take it and I'll send it up into the buys and the pecs, into my abs, into me being my best. And when we're talking about feeling is the secret, you know, you can really learn a lot from bodybuilders too, because, you know, what you're talking about is, you know, what they do a lot is flex. You know what I mean? So if you want to feel huge, you gotta, you know, be huge all the time. It's like something that Arnold even talked about, and you know, from what I could see through his visualizations and how like he would do like his pec flies, and he would always talk about the posing. You got to really, you know, these guys, they don't work on the posing, you know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah, you got to work on that posing, because that's what's going to help form the muscle. It's going to help your mind see the muscle. And that's part of the whole connection with this. Like, if you want to have abs, you got to be the ab guy. If you want to have the big, you know, the huge piece of meat swinging at the knees, you got to be that guy. So you got to feel that. You got to feel what it would be like. And the hack I said in the beginning might sound crazy, but it might help you out. You know, I mean, it's just a way of getting your mind to train itself to see what you want to manifest for yourself. So, you know, having a huge piece of meat, you know, putting something on there, and you know, going with these crazy types of beliefs that, you know, maybe one day your mind's going to be able to be implanted into another body, or be able to extend something onto your own body. Who knows, man? Science is, you know, a crazy flow, a crazy go. And when we're going with that type of analogy, you know, I think anything's possible, man. I really believe it, man. And, you know, when you're talking about feeling, I feel archetypes are something that can definitely help you manifest, you know, your best. And that would be, you know, they got like, you know, like the real like esoteric type of ones, like the Joker, the whatever. Like they got a whole bunch. But you can use people as an archetype, is what I'm saying. So like, you know, you can go after gods like Hercules. You can go after Priapus, who was a Greek god that was known for having a huge, massive piece, you know, and you know, that's where that Viagra got the priapism, which is when you have an erection for beyond 4 hours. And some people might be like, that's crazy, and other people might think it's heaven, and whatever, you know. Regardless, it was named after that Greek god. And what that's about is, you know, being aroused for more, you know, it won't go down. And that's what it's all about. And when you have that, you know, you can channel these guides and channel these archetypes, and it can help you manifest your best. So what would you be doing if you had a huge piece of meat? I mean, would you be like, you know, logging it down on a table or whatever? I mean, hey, occasionally I'll slap mine on a table just to hear the thud, you know, but, you know, to each their own, you know what I mean? Not everybody, you know, more than likely you're going to continue being who you are. You know, you're not going to just like wake up tomorrow and like you get everything that you want. Are you going to be a different person? If that's the case, start being that person now. Be that person today, because essentially there is only now. So feel it now. That's why the feeling is the secret. That's why you are your own vibration. You ain't got to listen to anybody's inclination but your own, because all truths are true, and you just got to find the ones to make you you. And when you go with that, you're going to find that you're a beautiful person as is. Write that down right now, man. You gotta feel who you are, man. You wake up today, you got a breath, you got a shot. You know, you gotta always give the gratitude. Gratitude's the attitude. You want to keep your mind clear so beauty can appear, and that's how we do this over here, man. The BCC is about spreading love. It's about helping you grow. And it's about, you know, giving you the techniques to help you show. And any which way that I can help you along the way, I'm here to do that, man. And that's what it's all about. So go ahead and write down, I am beautiful, I feel magic. I love this, you know, it's a beautiful thing, man. You know, I got a shot today, man. Any breath that you get to take, feel that, man. That's you, that's alive, that's now, man. Anything that you got essentially is right now, and that's a beautiful thing that you could be thankful for. And, you know, you gotta love that, man, you know. So with that, feeling is the secret. There's a couple things that you can do along the way to help, you know, shake it up, I guess. You know, give it a shot, man. You know, type it. Anybody that's out there that's really, you know, gonna give this a shot, tell me what you feel, tell me what you think, because I do things like this along the way, you know, just kind of like unbeknownst, you know, to me. And I feel, you know, putting a huge piece of meat, you know, maybe get a big salami and put it on your own and see what it would feel like to have the weight and feel the control of it. give that a shot, man. There's no wrong way here. And if that helps you feel what it's like to have that huge piece of meat and that huge, have a, huge penis, because that's what we're about here in the BCC, making you your best. If that helps you out, write it down, share it with the collective, man. And I feel like anybody should give anything a shot, but more than likely what it all comes down to is just feel it within you, man. Visualize yourself, how you would be, how you would feel, and feel it now. It's as simple as that. And you can really get deep into these law of attraction techniques, and this is how you do this, that, or the other. There's plenty of great people out there for that, but what I'm about is more or less understanding the magics within. I follow the chakra systems. I got you got your third eye, you got your heart. You always got to come with love. Love's an important thing that's overlooked. Don't forget your penis is on the root, and when you're able to charge all this stuff accordingly, you're doing the right thing, man. And this place is a magical place, and I always got to make sure I share one of my favorite matrix hacks along the way, and I just intend on you to have a beautiful day. Anybody that walks along your path, man, just come from that heart and just send it out, man. Send out that love. Make them feel beautiful. There's no need to just think anything, any type of neutral thought, any type of negative thought. Don't even let it happen. All thoughts are things. These things that are flowing into me, I'm a conduit for it. So these things, I'm just letting it go, and I'm letting it flow, and I'm letting you grow, because that's what we're all about here. And yeah, man, so going with that, man, I just really want you to, you see anybody cross your path, intend on that person to have a beautiful day. Go along your way. You're going to make the place, you're going to hack the matrix, make the world a better place. Might sound corny to some, but I feel that the more people that do this, the better it's going to be, because essentially the only world that you're living in is right in here, man. And you want to keep, like I always say, man, you want beauty to appear, you keep this clear. You start with gratitude. Gratitude's the attitude. You can write this stuff down. It sounds beautiful. It feels great to say. And another thing that we got to go with is the triple D. And no, we're not talking about diners, diamonds, and drives, Guy Fieri. We're talking about don't doubt your dick. And that's what it's about here. It's about feeling that, making it feel real thick, making it feel heavy and huge, not putting it down. No, don't make your stick or whatever. Don't make it the blunt of your jokes. You know what I mean? You raise him up. He's there for you. Don't doubt your dick. He's beautiful. You know what I mean? I want you to know that you have a beautiful dick. You're a beautiful person. Believe in what you have. I believe in who you are. And I understand, and I know, and I feel that you got the power to make anything happen, man. So, any which way that you got to do it, if you want to do any of these methods, give it a shot. Like I said, write it down. But for the most part, feel it now, man. You guys are beautiful. We're going to have plenty more beautiful experiences along the way. And yeah, man, like I said, man, feeling is the secret. We're going to do some more, deep dives in this. If you guys have any questions, any other techniques that I can help you with, get at me in the BCC. I can definitely show you some, more techniques where you can put, action into practice to help you manifest your best. Because it's more about, you got to have the edging, the super edging, the gelking, and of course you got to have the magic and the visualization and the feeling. Yes, that's important too. And when you put that all together, streamlined butterfly, man. You're going to manifest your best, because we're here to grow, and that's what's going to definitely help you show. So with that, I'm going to close this segment today with, giving you some love. I intend on you guys to feel beautiful. I intend on you guys to spread love. I intend on you guys to grow. And I intend on you guys, if you got anything else to ask, man, you get in that BCC and I'll help you, man. I'm here for you. I'm a spiritual guide, a mentor. Make sure you guys, leave some comments down on my, on the gram. Get on my social media. You can see my animals. I just got back from doing a beautiful run with them today. And yeah, man, and don't forget, make sure you ring that bell. You know what I mean? And, slide, Stallone would really appreciate it. I didn't know bell. That's how you get the daily notifications. You got to ring the bell. And you know, we talk about masturbation for manifestation. Hit me up in the BCC. There's a lot more beautiful experiences to come. I love you guys. I'll see you guys. Beautiful. Peace.